So we back. Tonight is tonight is a kind of rough one right here, man. It's a kind of rough one, uh I wanted to talk a little bit about cherishing your loved ones, man. My if a lot of y'all might not know, I lost one of my aunts, you know, uh today, and it was a tough situation, man. I called my cousin up, his mom, you know, called him up and I talked to him and I was like, yo, man, just checking in on you, because I know that's a rough thing, man, to lose a parent like that, you know. So I called him up and I talked to him and I was like, yeah, I was like, man, I'm just checking in on you, and I could tell he had been crying, he had been upset, my cousin Vaughn, man. I could tell he was real upset, and all he said was he was like, man, I'm gonna call you back later. That's all he said. So tonight it's just a real short night, man. I just wanted to get on here to say, cherish your loved ones, man. You know, cherish your loved ones, man. And that's all I could say, man. Cause especially yo, if you call your mom up, talk to your mom. Call your father up, talk to your father, man. Whatever y'all got going on, man, put that stuff to the side. Just call your loved ones, man. If you have loved ones to call and to check up on, call them and check up on them. That's all I really got to say tonight, man. It's not really super complicated, Just check up on your people, man, because they could be here today and then they could be gone, or whatever. They can go into the hospital for a simple surgery or a simple procedure, or whatever, and then you don't know what can go wrong. That's been a lot of cases for a lot of people, that's had that happen to them, man. Check up on your loved ones, uh just check up on your loved ones, man. Like that's all I really got to say, man. Um that's all I really got to say. I'm give a short moment of silence for my aunt June. Rest in peace, Aunt June. We gonna miss you. We love you, and we know you doing better wherever you at right now. We know you definitely doing better. You know. But yeah, that's pretty much the message, man. Cherish your loved ones. Check up on your family, man. Make sure your family is good. Um, check on your family. That's all. That's all I really got. And it's crazy, man, cause the whole time, man, the whole time, like when I found out about it, it ain't really even hit me, man, until like it's crazy how stuff hits you. Stuff hits you right when you least expect it, man. That's the crazy thing, man. I don't know, man. Life is just funny like that, man. So but yeah, y'all check up on your loved ones, man. Check up on your loved ones. My family, we grew up, we was a close knit family. Everybody lived right around the corner from me. Everybody, uh, I mean, I remember my mom. What we moved? What was that? We moved. We stayed in Denmark, Ola, right? Denmark, Ola, a little small town or whatever, man. And we had a lot of family on my dad's side of the family, that lived close net around us or whatever. I remember that house. That's the first house I remember right there. Which is crazy. And as a matter of fact, I talk about that I talk about that house on one of my songs, man. But we stayed in that house, right? and my mom ended up paying the house off. It was a mobile home. It was like a 3 bedroom or a double wide. I don't know what you call it, man. It was like a double wide mobile home. She had paid it off, right? And she moved. We ended up moving into a new house. Um, like later on, that was in Bamberg, and it was a newer home. And she was renting out that house in Ola to some Caucasian people, whatever, and I never really knew I never really knew him. I ain't never knew nothing about him or whatever. But she rented out that mobile home to them people, and those people ended up burning that house down, man. Burning the house down. Only thing that the fire department or the doggone police told us that they must have been in there trying to cook up meth or trying to cook up crack or whatever. So that's the only thing they told us. We never got any redemption or anything. They just all the years that we put into that home up in smoke, right? And I talk about that on one of my songs. It's on the Free album, man. It's one of the ones. It's one of the ones with the feature, with one of the celebrity features with Rod Wave. I talk about that on that song right there. But yeah, it's not about me tonight, man. It's not about me by any stretch of the imagination, man. It's just like check up on your loved ones, man. Um, cause life is crazy like that, man. That's all I wanted to say. That's all I really had to say tonight, y'all. Just check up on your loved ones, man. And keep up with them, man. Cause life is short. You know what I mean? All right, I'll get back with y'all tomorrow, and we'll push the music, whatever. So that's what we got. All right, love y'all. Peace.